Friday to you. Listen, do you got a favorite? Share this to our timeline in a group and in a message, honey. Because what Karen is sharing, click on one of the 5 links when it is over and shop with your girl. My newest book is When Choice is Heard, in reverence to a domestic violence month, which is over. I wrote my testimony. You can go on the website and see my article from the Post Searchlight, all that good stuff, and purchase your book. My new magazine, Baby Magazine, with Apostle Andre, is on the front. Now let's jump right into it. Click that link. See me some stars. Listen, baby. Being that I've been married 3 times, I just want to talk about what I'm talking about. How many of you been married with problems? Seem like the whole world, baby. So what do we do? When you are married and you have problems, you work on your problems. That's all we can do is work on our problems. Well, what do you do when you're married and you're married to somebody who don't want to work on the problem or who keeps adding on to the problems? That's the tricky part. That's the part that keep a lot of us stuck. That's the part that when you go to people that give you counseling in ministry or whatever, leave you feeling puzzled, because nobody's just gonna just come out and say divorce your spouse. Ain't nobody doing it, right? They're gonna give you all these other tools to use. But what if you used all the tools? What if you had all the arguments? What if you had all the fights about it? What if you had done everything that you know what to do but to stand? Are you supposed to just stand there and be miserable? Are you supposed to stand there and just suffer? What you supposed to do? I want to know what's your opinion. What do you think that you should do? My opinion is, if you done did everything that you can do to work on a problem, because ain't no marriage out here free from problems. As long as you're married to another human, you're going to have a problem. But if you done did all that you know to do, know what's right to do, you know you're in right standing, you know that you done gave timelines, you done gave grace, you done love cover a multitude of sin, all this stuff you done did, and ain't nothing changed, then you're going to have to make the difficult decision for yourself to change. If nothing is changing, you're going to have to be the one to come up with a solution to change. If you've done everything that you know that you possibly can do to try to make things work. And I ain't talking about you ain't went the extra mile. I'm talking about us that done went the extra mile, that done put in the elbow grease, done put in the neology, done went to counseling, done sat down and we done had a vow renewals and all kind of stuff, but then you still just popping up doing the exact same thing over and over again. And it may not be infidelity. I don't know what your problem may be in your marriage, but everybody has a problem. To what degree are we going to continue to let the problem linger is on you, especially if you done did everything that you know to do to stand and ain't nothing changed. That's when the hard decision, the hard part begins, because separation from anybody is never easy. Nobody wants to separate from somebody, whether they're good or bad, because the little cliche, a piece of man is better than no man at all. I used to stand on that one. A piece of man is better than no man at all. No. Peace within is better than having a man. That's just where I'm at with it. Yes. Why I'm talking about this, I feel like I'm in a good place in my marriage. I'm happily married, but I meet so many different women with so many different scenarios, with so many different questions. The last conversation I had, I was like, well, God, what do somebody do after they done did everything that they know to do? When you know this is me. God even get tired of you if he will give you a clause. If you do this, I will do this. Why we can't give these people clauses? If you don't stop doing this, I'm going to do this. And then we just stand on our business and do it. Why if God can give a clause, if you don't stop, you're going to, if. I think that as a wife, I ain't talking to no husband, because y'all do what y'all want to do, because I can't relate to y'all. I can relate to me because I'm a wife. We're going to have to start standing on our ifs. Now, if this person continues to hurt you, then you need to think like, have the mind of Christ and say, if you don't stop, I'm going to fill in the blank. And whatever you going to do it. Stand on your business. Put your feelings behind your knee. Fold your feelings and stand on your if. That's the only way you're going to get some respect. Because once respect is lost in the marriage, love is important. Love is important. Love is important. But respect, when respect is lost, that means you'll do anything in public. You don't care. Good morning. You'll make me shame in front of everybody. You'll be going to dinner with your, I'm talking about infidelity. I mean, that may not be everybody's portion. But if you've been married to somebody that have lost respect for you and they're in a relationship with somebody else, they'll start doing bogus stuff. Going out to eat together, going on vacations together, taking pictures. So what the other person supposed to do? We just supposed to don't do no if. No, if you don't end this, if you don't stop hurting me, I'm going to leave. I'm going to file. I'm going to do this. And whatever your if is, baby, you got to just stand on your if. You got to pray and ask God to give you the strength, because that's what you're going to need to move forward with your if. That's it. Because you're not a chicken robot. Time ain't waiting on nobody. Ain't nobody dying but those that ain't never died. So why die miserable? Why let somebody continue to make you miserable? We ain't doing it in this season. So I just hope that this has helped somebody that's in a marriage that got problems. We all have problems in our marriage. Ain't nobody marriage is perfect. But you want to be in a relationship and in a marriage with somebody that's meeting you 100. You don't want to always be the one that sacrifices your feelings, your tears, your emotion. You always, the lack of respect is the first act. Yes, the lack of respect is the first act of betrayal. Respect is foundation. Respect is foundation for relationships. When we say our vows for better or worse, through sickness and health, to death do us part. These are the vows that we're taking. These are the things that we standing on. This is what we are expecting the other person to do. It also gives you an opportunity as a wife to go back and reflect and see some of the things that you're not doing just right. Because maybe you dropped the ball somewhere. But when we realize both of us done dropped the ball and we come together and be like, okay, let's work it out. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's try to get things back together. And the other person still got you with an if. The other person can't put his feeling behind his knee and fold it. The other person can't be strong for you. Ain't no need of you keep dragging something on that you already know the ultimate end is gonna end anyway, because you don't drag another person in here and you ain't trying to end it with the other person. Being that I was an other person, I'm here to tell you it's hard ending it with the other person, but it's necessary if you want to stay with the person that you took your vows with. As a wife, there's no need for us to have to suffer, for the other person to have to keep going through what you're going through, when I just do what you got to do to end it. That's it. So that we can move on. Don't nobody want to be married to nobody and miserable. Don't nobody want to be married to nobody and miserable. The misery part we could work on that. We could work on happiness. But the respect, you got to go back and try to rebuild this respect and these boundaries and trust and commitment. Like, we got to start over. And if you're not willing to do that, I would tell the woman, now that I'm thinking about the conversation, I would go back and tell her, you're going to have to start creating you some ifs. If you don't do this, I'm going to do that. And whatever you write down on a piece of paper, that's your if. That's what you need to do. So, as I get ready to close, please click on one of the 5 links. Shop with Your Girl, my newest book, Run, Stop, End the Affair, is great. My newest book, Ask God for a Sign, is great for all the single ladies. My newest book, When Choices is Hurt, is good to let you know when you sleep with somebody else, stuff, what happens, all this, all of it. Just click on the link. You need to talk about your story or anything. Click on the link and shop with your girl. I love y'all.